particularly in the what I call the middle upper class areas. For services, many people are not paying. We are doing refuse collection and so on. It's free. Everybody, it's not going to be free anymore. So we shall be making money from it. We shall ensure that taxable adults, even the informal markets, will help us. So generally speaking, we are expanding sure that we increase our IGR.
Are you going to increase tax?
No, we are not increasing tax. We are just making sure we collect taxes. We collect them. So many people are outside that tax net. And I believe that we should be able to...
Okay. Your Excellency, quickly, and governance. I'd like to do education very quickly, because I'm sure you are ready enough to go there. We would like to look at it very quickly. But before I take a momentary break, hello to you.
Okay.
We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Said we are hosting the executive governor for your state right here, Senator Abiola Ajimobi. Your Excellency, education, you said, and is founded on quality of your administration. You said, while intensifying the completion of the 6 model colleges to upgrade our infrastructure facilities to an acceptable global standard, you said you will require to encourage greater involvement of willing and interested stakeholders that are keen in collaborating, and the public said this at the inauguration of the 8th Assembly in Oyo State.
Exactly.
For keen watcher of governance in Oyo State, and those who understand when an executive officer stops subtly making policy statements, and we heard it. So for someone, you will probably think that the governor and his cabinet already had a plan to go this path.
You see, I'm happy you even read my inaugural address. Chief Obafemi Awolowo, that introduced free education, had partners in education. The missionaries partnered with him. Even during his time, when it was free, I went to St. Patrick's School. It was a Catholic school. That was where I started my primary school. It existed, even during the time of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Chief Bola Ige, when he came there, people partnered with him. When he was even, I think, 1982, when he was opening Kutai Grammar School also, he made mention of all the community efforts and the partners who donated money. And if you remember, in 1975 was when they took over, when they cancelled and took over all these schools. Experience has shown that deterioration set in. Therefore, at the time I was making my speech, which I still stand by, we already indicated that we'll be seeking partners to work with us. These are willing partners, and they are saying, look, government, you cannot do all these things alone. Let us support you. And I remember that even when Chief Bola Ige was doing the opening ceremony of the Kutai School I mentioned, he even referred to, analogically, saying that you need every part of the muscle, of your muscles, to carry load to the head. Education is not government business alone. Education is the business of everybody. Parents, teachers, right from home, we are educated about civic responsibilities, about how you behave. Culture, they educate you in culture. This is how you do things, this is how you talk, this is how you sit down. It's all education. Information is education. is structured, education is structured information in a particular format or area. So what we are saying is, I made that inaugural speech, I stand by it, that we would need the support of others. And this time now, we are now trying to get their support.
If you had hinted this, it means you had a plan for it.
Yeah.
Why did it turn into chaos?
It didn't turn into chaos. People brought chaos into it.
How?
Let me explain. You are in this town, you are in this state. The first issue is we had a summit. We had a summit, education summit.
2012?
2012.
Okay.
And a lot of people made contributions. These are educationists, renowned, international. And then we said, okay, can we begin to implement them one by one? There were those that didn't have to do with human beings. You know, you have like 3-4 legs of in education. You have the infrastructure. You have the organization, which is the system, the management system. You have the personnel. And you have the students. Those are the 4 legs. And the legs that have nothing to do with human beings, we started implementing, i.e. infrastructure. We started repairing buildings, classrooms. We even got some partners, JICA, Japanese International Development Agency. They came, they helped us in building classrooms, modern day classrooms. We brought in some other development partners who gave us books. We got in some people who gave us equipment, laboratory equipment. These are all cooperation from people from outside. Are we going to say no to them since they are helping us? Nobody heard of this because they are infrastructure. They are not human beings. The next thing, we said, having started with our infrastructure, we introduced model schools. Some people came and said they can build it for us and we pay later. We pay later. And these model schools, those people now came back and said, we could not finance it. We have problems. We said, we didn't plan for this. Okay, can you wait till the next budgetary period, which they waited, and now we have given them money, and they've gone back to work, and they are now working. If you go to all our model schools now, you see it's moving. Go to Mokola near Premier Hotel. It's going well. If you go to Sabatu along Bashoron, it's moving. You go to Okyogun, they've started there. So what we are saying is, people now came, started helping us. Then when it got to the issue of human beings, we now felt, look, why don't we discuss with people? We found out that when it comes to students, what can we do? We now went to the University of Ibadan and asked the lecturers there to help us with our students. And then, what are they doing? We said, some of these teachers don't come to work. Some teachers do come to work only Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Some teachers come only Tuesdays and Thursdays. Many of these teachers, their own children, they don't go to those schools. They don't go to public schools. We know teachers who have children opposite the public school. We know schools where teachers take their children to private schools in the morning before they resume in our schools. We know all this. We know teachers who don't even come to work at all. We know those who will come in for 1 hour and go away and disappear. So what we are saying is, we felt that for students, we got UI to help us. They started inspecting schools. After that, we now said, okay, gentlemen, we now want to go into the management of schools. You know, we are dealing with the infrastructure of schools. Organizations. We are dealing with the students by ensuring that many of these students, you know, some we give uniforms to, even personally we give uniforms to them. Then we now say, what's the next one? Management of the schools. And we found out, Oyo State today, we have 631 secondary schools. We have 14,675 teachers. We have 436,000 students. And we said that, look, gentlemen, we can't pretend that things are not right. Our students are not doing well. Like I told you, when we came in, the first result that came in, which was taken before we came in, but the result came out when we came in. Oyo State was 34th position.
Okay.
Out of 36. Is a state where they started free education. Then we now said, okay, what do we do? All those little things we were doing helped us. The teachers who are inspecting, monitoring, using UI to do. Then we are doing extramural studies. We are reducing all sorts of things. We brought discipline and so on. What do you have? You now have the next stage, which is, what do we do? All those activities we did brought us from 34th in 2012, 2011, to 14th position in 2014.
But currently, Oyo State is 26th.
Yes, that's it. So we kept saying, look, you can be doing all this. If you don't complete the process, you have a problem. The process must be completed, and that is restructuring the management of schools.
Okay.
Many teachers don't go to work. So we now said, okay, can we bring in new management? It is in line with our policy statement that I made when I was inaugurating the assembly. The last leg of our policy is that of restructuring the management of school. And then we now ask people to come and contribute. Don't forget, there was a time we introduced 1,000 naira per student.
Okay.
You know, that time, the Parents Teachers Association and others were all contacted. They spoke to them individually and as a group. And they suggested, we have the tape recording, they suggested that we should make it 3,000. Some parents said, because they are not paying, students are not serious and they are not monitoring their students, their children. One woman even got up to say, he saw one of the children and said, are you not going for exam? He said, Mutilo no Ajimobi, Mutilo she don't wear. That the woman said she felt bad. That therefore there is nothing wrong in introducing something, a token, which they said 3,000. I said no. Oyo State is spending 55,000 per child. That's our budget. That's the total cost per child. In 2013, we devoted 30% of our budget to education. It was the highest ever. But as we are spending, you just see that the schools are there. You cannot even complete and repair all of them. If out of 55,000 per child, we now say, that's your child, my brother. That's what parenthood is about, parenthood.
Okay.
So let me finish. It's not okay yet, please. I'm now saying these children and their parents and us and you, we all have responsibilities.
Okay.
Finally, we are now saying in the restructuring, can you bring in everybody for a meeting? Send out letters. We sent out letters. This is a copy of the letter we sent to the labor union. They acknowledged it. And they said, where is that copy now? Just 1 second. Because this is an opportunity to tell my own story. This is a copy of the letter which we gave, which was acknowledged by labor, inviting them for the meeting. What are we saying at the meeting? Just come for a discussion. You see, when you make policy statement as government, the implementation of it, you must carry people along.
Okay.
It's a democracy. So we said, okay, invite the labor, invite everybody, and we invited them. Come for this meeting, let's discuss the modalities. The principles are already there. But how does it work? If we say we want people to cooperate with us and partner with, how? We have 5 options, which we gave. And we said, come and discuss the merits and the demerits of those options. And they refuse to come. If you refuse to come, we are not even angry. But don't come and disturb the people that are ready to come. Don't come and damage government properties. This is what we are saying. So we invited them. You now said, do we think there was a mistake? In all sincerity, at the conference we had, I called everybody and I said, what was the mistake we made? Oh, they say you should have discussed with us before you called this meeting. I said, we are calling you to discuss what we want to do. We are not telling you we have formed our opinion or we have done this or this is the program, just come and sign. No. And don't forget, between you and I now apologize to the people for their own misunderstanding of our own intentions. They said, oh, you shouldn't have asked for 250,000 for those that are interested. We said, look, gentlemen, I don't want to give excuses. I believe we are right to have asked. It's you who translated it to mean that we are selling it. There was nowhere in this paper where we said we are selling schools.
So
Nowhere.
Ajimobi is not selling schools?
Not at all. I mean, you are a very enlightened person. The two of you are speaking very good English, educated, enlightened. Read for me where we say we are selling schools. Read one paragraph, one line that says we are selling schools. Tell me. We never said we are selling schools. But you know, Yoruba will say the person who doesn't like your song or who doesn't like your face will badly translate your song. And tí ò bá ní ṣe tèèyàn, tí ò fẹ́ réèyàn, kò tẹ́ bá kọrin, kò ní gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kọ́. Let them show me one line. And this is the problem in Oyo State. People are sometimes mischievous. They enjoy rumors. They enjoy innuendos. Can you imagine people say Ajimobi is buying the schools? Some even say I'm selling schools to Tinubu. Some even said my wife is buying school. Why would my wife buy school? What does she want to do with a school? My wife has a school for the underprivileged, free. They are staying in the house, nursery. We built a place for them. We are taking care of them. Daughters and sons of mad people, abandoned children, motherless children. We are doing it quietly. Nobody is making noise. So what we are saying is, let them show me one line where I said we are selling schools. I now apologize to them. I said, look, you said because we asked for money, that if you are interested, children who do exams in school, don't they pay money for forms? Does that say all of them will pass when they pay money? No. It's a way of raising money. Oh, if you are interested in partnering with us, pay something.
But the fair, Your Excellency, is that if they invest 250,000 as an entry point and they eventually get to partner with you, that is going to be some kind of private investment.
No, that's your own translation.
That's the feeling.
No, that is wrong. It's a wrong feeling.
Make it right.
That's what we are doing. That's why we are explaining.
Your Excellency.
But does that make it right that if we have invited you to come, you will not come? Let's even say you have the right not to come. Who gives you the right to come and destroy government property? Who gives you the right to come and beat people, beat them up? You people are not saying that. Who gives you the right to go to schools and take children of other people and put them on the street as dogs? What if there was a problem? What if they killed some of them? Maybe through accidents or whatever. You people are not talking about that.
Splash FM condemned that on our talking point.
You should.
We condemn that.
And how do you expect those children to now grow up? They are just remove their uniforms, and they are thugs. You might as well say they are NURTW. What is the difference between them and the NURTW that we banned? And these teachers, they are now saying that they are teaching. What are they teaching the children in school? You people should be talking about that, for God's sake. And some of them have children in schools. Did they go to their own children's school? Nigerian Union of Teachers, they have schools. Did they go to their own school to bring out the children there? They have private school, Nigerian Union of Teachers. And then you are now using other people's children as cannon folders. It's wrong. It's immoral.
Okay.
And we should condemn it.
All right, the program is Voices,
We
State
condemn
of
that.
the Nation. We
now.
condemned it vehemently on Splash FM here.
It's criminal.
We will take a momentary break. When we come back from this break, we'll stay on this education. And Excellency, I will be staying on the 1975 episode that you made reference to when we come back from this break.
Thank you.
RCCG Jesus Embassy behind Glass House, Dubai, invites you to a special time in God's presence this Sunday, 12 June 2016. First service by 8 a.m. Theme, Praise and Prayer. Second service by 10 a.m. Theme, Ask and Receive. Ministering, Pastor Jide Ojurongwe. Shuttle buses will be available from Challenge to the church by 7:30 a.m. Announcer, RCCG Jesus Embassy, Oyo Province 4.
We educate, that's why we are respected. We inform, that's why we are loved. More music, we are the best. The Integrity Station. Splash, splash.
105.5. When you're not home but need a place like home to stay for a while, what comes to your mind? Palms 77 Hotels, located in the heart of Ibadan Township, beside Officers Mess, Agodi GRA, Ibadan. A 4-star luxury hotel with modern state-of-the-art facilities. Palms 77 Hotels makes you feel at home by treating you to a grand sweeping space, a comfortable and luxurious bedroom, living area, and much more. We offer 24 hours of power supply with a wide range of other facilities like swimming pool, executive bar, restaurant, gym, spa, laundry services, and lots more than you can imagine. So why not visit us today at number 67 and 68 beside Officers Mess, Agodi GRA, Ibadan, or call 0815-453-2222 or 0818-842-2222. Palms 77 Hotels, luxury and comfort, away from home.
Celebrate this season. Buy to Cadbury Bonvita 500-gram refill packs and get 1 kilogram rice absolutely free. Buy more to share more. Cadbury Bonvita. Offer valid while promo stock lasts.
Power oil, now family cooking oil. Oh, power oil, now correct cooking oil. It can give you reason. It's very refined, it's good for cooking with no cholesterol. It can give you reason. It's good for me, it's good for you, for a healthy family. Oh, power oil.
Power oil sachet, now 60 naira.
Forward-looking parents today invest in world-class education for their children. Our curriculum at Bodija International College prepares students for upward mobility as global citizens. Bodija International College is situated in a beautiful environment most favorable to learning. At plots
Di beta maso sanamam Muasa benge kaputo
Voices.
Voices.
Voices. Voices on Splash.
We appreciate you for still being there. The program is Voices on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. And we're still playing host to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of your state, Senator Abiola Ajimobi. Your Excellency, thank you for being here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We'll move on with the issues. I'm sure my colleague has some other areas he wants to look at on this matter, but we want to focus on the way forward.
Okay, before we go on to the way forward or solution to this quagmire that we have found ourselves, Excellency, in 1975,
Yes.
when the schools were withdrawn from the missionaries and private owners, the Edict 14 of that 1975 says the owners charged exorbitant fees and did not give quality educations to students. School buildings were of substandard structures. Unqualified teachers were employed. Teaching and learning materials were inadequate, while classrooms were overcrowded. You just gave us a similar picture. When you came up, you said in 1975 there was no structure, there was dilapidation and the rest of it. This situation has not changed. So why are we going that way again?
Now, what I'm saying, therefore, exactly what you read out as stated in 1975 applies today.
Those were private owners. In this case, it is government that is owning the schools.
Okay. Now, let me now ask you the question. With the government owning the schools, are they different from that of 1975 when they took it over?
That must be an acceptance of failure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has failed.
On the part of
government, yes.
Wow.
I wasn't the government in 1975. Neither was I in 1985. Neither was I in 1995. Neither was I in 2005. So So we are talking of a span of 40 years. So I'm now saying that, which I say all the time, the first question is, are we happy with the situation of our schools today? Are we happy with the performance of our children? If the answer or the answers to both questions are no, or yes, we are not happy, what do we do? Are we going to fold our arms or what? And I'm saying, gentlemen, in terms of infrastructure, government cannot meet all the expenditure. In terms of personnel, teachers, we still need more teachers today. I told you we have 14,000 plus teachers, almost 15,000. We still need more. Can we afford them? Even those we have, we are not paying their salaries regularly. What do we do? Do we like the quality of the teachers we have today? No. I went to secondary school. The English language I'm speaking today, I learned from secondary school. I want you to meet some university students of today. You'll be shocked. Education has deteriorated. But it's not only the fault of teachers. It's not only the fault of students. It's not only the fault of the infrastructure, but also the fault of management. So we are saying, can we all come together and discuss it? That's all. Let's discuss it. Let's put it on the floor. And what we are saying is, simply, even during the time of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, he was there. Even during the time of Chief Polage, he was there. People cooperated with government. And we are saying now, many alumni associations, Government College, Ibadan Grammar School, Loyola, everybody, they've been coming to us to say, give us these schools, we will run it well.
And you trust them to deliver?
We must try. What we have is not working. If Yorubas will say, Oshati Obagbeyon, you see me. Okay, do we stay where we are? We must try. And we are saying, can we all come together? You know the interesting thing, even when we came together last week, the Muslim society that people felt was against this, they were supportive. They said, look, gentlemen, why don't you turn it into community schools? Let all of us in the community, bring in Christians, bring in Muslims, bring in Babalawos, anybody you want to bring. Let all of us come together. Let's be running the schools. And let government be giving us subsidy. Fantastic idea. These are the things we are saying we want. So we are not saying we know it all. We are just saying, look, number one thing is that these schools must change. The whole structure must change. We cannot continue like this. Let's come together and discuss them. Oton,
will teachers lose their job with this process?
We need more teachers. And we even gave the option that if you don't want to go to any school where we are partnering with people, stay with us. Because we need more of them. But the teachers that will lose their jobs are those who don't come to work.
Okay.
There are teachers who go to Agbeni to sell food.
Okay.
There are teachers who take their own children to private schools in the morning. I know teachers who have schools, private schools opposite their schools, and their children go there. So when you say, will teachers lose their job? No. Why would they lose? We need more teachers.
All right.
We've given them options. But I want teachers to school.
Your Excellency, I'd like to move from that point of teachers to labor very quickly.
And don't move to, please, forgive me. Even the schools, out of the 631,
yes,
how many are we talking about? It's less than 30. People are not even, those who are showing interest are not more than 30. Let's even say they are 100. out of 631, for God's sake. I mean, what is the problem?
Your Excellency, you we are probably going to find your water journey.
We will find that over.
Yes, because you see, when you look at those people who went on rampage, destroying things,
Okay.
there are no workers there. The workers are not on rampage. It is only these labor union leaders who work for the workers.
Are they not workers?
They are not workers. They don't work with us. They are private companies. They are working for the workers. You know, they are the labor leaders who are professional labor leaders. They don't work for the workers. Are you getting? Did you see any worker there? Look, this is the photograph.